Now that the Euros is truly underway, let's look back and see which players and manager have already started cooking. N'Golo Kante. When everyone saw Kante was selected for France, they all thought the same thing. Oh, this is a good veteran pick, some leadership into a young team that is going to contend. Maybe Deschamps could have gone for a more exciting player, but at the end of the day, Kante's not the worst player in the world. Then everyone saw Deschamps start Kante in the opening game. And again, everyone thought the same thing. Oh my gosh, what is he doing? Why does he keep favouring these old players? The midfield of Rabiot, Tchouaméni and Griezmann made the World Cup final, and Camavinga literally just won the Champions League. Why is Kante starting? And then Kante showed the world why he's one of the best sixes and box-to-box midfielders of all time. He just went and dropped a man of the match performance in that first game.
Oh my god. I get it.
Since then, he's gone on to continue registering about 2.3 tackles per game, 1 interception, and 2.3 key passes per game. In this France team, he's established himself as an all-round box-to-box presence, helping in build-up, defense, and attack. Also, he's had some very crucial moments. For example, in the first game against Austria, going and tracking down the runner to stop the through 1v1. Kante has turned this field into a kitchen and could be vital to France in their attempt to win the Euros. Nico Williams. Spain have always been a possession team, but in recent tournaments this has been a hindrance. Focused on keeping possession, they have often not been able to penetrate well-organised defences. Look to the Italy and Morocco results from past tournaments. The introduction of Nico Williams has been able to alleviate this problem. Nico Williams is a quick winger with the technical ability to dribble past his man. The main advantage he brings to this side is his direct style of play. Direct style of play refers to how quickly a team or player attacks the goal. So Nico, being a more direct player, is often looking to go forward, take on his man, or make penetrative runs in behind. This directness brought another element to Spain's game, as they now have more options in attack. For example, in transition, Spain can look to send Nico Williams through on a quick counter-attack, or keep possession and gain field position. So far in the tournament, he's averaging 2.5 key passes per game and 3 dribbles. A very real creative force down that left flank. And Nico Williams has shown up in games where it matters, dominating Italy to ensure Spain finished top, with the goal coming from Nico driving down that left-hand side in a very direct manner before cutting it back and leading to an own goal. So far in this tournament, he's drawing more and more attention throughout his cooking, and with Barcelona circling, he's very likely to get a move this summer to a bigger club. Jamal Musiala. Germany have been in a bit of a rut since winning the World Cup, and have recently been looking for a new star boy, a new source of star power to lead this team. Enter Jamal Musiala. On his home soil, he decided to turn it on and bring Germany back into the elite team status. Scoring 2 goals, he has led Germany to qualify for the round of 16. His dribbling and passing ability makes him a threat against most opposition, with him able to dribble through defences or play the other teams through. Also, Musiala loves to combine with short passes with his teammates. This has been especially effective with Florian Wirtz. This Germany team is looking like more and more of a credible threat to the Euros. And Jamal is still very young, so if he can grow and keep progressing, Germany could be a threat for the next 20 years. Musiala is tearing this tournament up, and if he continues, Germany could easily win this tournament and many more. Mika Radza. The beautiful game isn't always about beauty. It's not about flair, XG, inverted fullbacks, deep-lying playmakers, or having 70% possession. Sometimes, it's just about getting the ball in the back of the net. The interesting aspect about international football compared to club football is that there is no recruitment. You have to win with the pool of players you have. This leads to some nations having the players to play expansive footballs, and some other nations being forced to play other forms of football. Enter Georgia, a country in their first tournament with only 2 notable players to their name. Then, out of nowhere, comes Mikaradze. 2 games, 2 goals. We don't talk about the results of these games. We're just focusing on the goals. Georgia were expected to come to this tournament and only do cardio. Instead, they may leave with some points and pride. They still have 1 more game to go, and Mikaradze could turn up again and score another goal or 2. As I said, Georgia weren't expected to do anything, so scoring 2 goals, getting a draw, is very impressive. And it's all thanks to the main cook of this tournament, Mikaradze. While many were expecting Kavica to cook, it has been Mikaradze. Good job, Mikaradze. Gareth Southgate. No one understands the genius of Gareth the Waistcoat Southgate. Very few individuals could have this talented a squad and play this average. Pep Guardiola could never. But this is all part of his plan to lower expectations. Going into the later stages of the tournament, everyone's going to think England are easy fodder, and then BAM! They get caned. It's quite the gamble. In all honesty, there's no reason for this side to be performing this badly. Everyone is arguing about how to fix it and suggesting they play a midfield of Rice, Foden and Bellingham, and they're all playing a back 7. If Southgate wants to start cooking in the right direction, he needs to stop playing players that do the same thing and want to occupy the same space. Instead, he has to start doing new things, like playing a left-footed fullback, which would help create more crossing and passing angles, and avoid falling to the England trap of just playing the best players, and instead, again, try to play the best players that fit together. If Kane is always looking to drop deep, then play midfielders around him that either make runs in behind, or that don't occupy the same space. Or, if Kane is dropping deep and Bellingham is drifting forward, not having 2 wingers that tuck inside and 2 fullbacks that tuck inside as well would also help. Southgate is cooking in a bad way. Let's see if he can change it around, or do as he always does, underperform at a major tournament, then keep his job and get linked to much better. So those are some of the names we think are cooking at this current Euros tournament. Will they continue to cook, or will they flop once we've mentioned them? But I want to hear what you guys think. In the comments below, let me know, who's cooking? Do you agree with our shouts, or are we completely wrong?